Hey, what's good, podcast? Listen, we're getting ready to get into about 6 minutes worth of something that I hope you will love. I hope it'll inspire you, and I hope you will learn how to be legendary. Check it out.
This is the Backpack Friends audio experience.
Hey, what's good, podcast? Listen, and the last few weeks have been like this whirlwind, man, just busyness and calendar and crazy and go. It's all good stuff, but I'm ready for a few days of logging off and being with family. So before I go, I got to tell you this story. See, a few days ago, we did this packing party with a group called Senior Access, some friends of mine that are a nonprofit organization that provides services and interaction and rides and all these things among senior adults. So they do shopping trips and meals and activities, and they build community among those senior adults who may not be able to be very mobile among their own. So what we did is we met at this location, and our crew set up all the food items, right? All the food, all the mac and cheese and soup and the bags and everything. And we had kids and college students and senior adults all packing alongside each other, laughing and telling stories. We had this live ukulele band playing Christmas music, and it was a blast. And I got to tell our 831 story to the crowd. And then as we were packing up, I realized something. See, I have a lot of friends that work in senior care centers and work with senior adults, and I hear stories about how so many residents, they don't have visitors, they don't have family members that come very often. Now, not all of them, but many of them. And those senior adults who have given so much, man, now they feel isolated and alone, and, they just feel forgotten and they're lonely. See, my dad and his siblings grew up in an orphanage, and it wasn't a good place. And not all orphanages are the same, but from the stories he's told me about this particular place, I realized how lonely and dysfunctional that environment can be. Again, not all of them, but this one. So I got to thinking, how cool would it be if we could build both of those organizations, both of those things on the same property? Like if senior adults and children could regularly benefit from each other's gifts. We could put orphanages and senior adult centers all in the same place so that those with knowledge and experience and wisdom could share with those who had this excitement and playfulness and energy. Now, I know that could be difficult, but I also know it could be amazing because every adult would have someone to tell stories to, and every child would have a lap to sit in. So that was an amazing morning. And then a few days later, we had the largest packing party that we've had to date. So we had Girl Scouts and soccer teams. We had a Destination Imagination team. If you don't know anything about them, look up DI and check it out. They're amazing. And we had neighbors and friends and strangers. We had school teachers and counselors. We had therapists. We had business owners, parents. We cranked up the Christmas music, and they packed more than $2,500 worth of food for hungry children, all in about 9 minutes. So again, if you missed the video on social and on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and on our website, there was all races, all ages, all laughing and singing and giggling and working together for one cause, man, to bring hope to a child. And there's each person, each one, whether adult or child, doing one small job that makes a monumental difference. And if that wasn't enough, the following 2 days, I was invited to speak to some of our elementary schools about the program. The punchline is that school kids in each one of the schools I went to raised money for us to feed other kids. Right? Kids at those schools raising money to feed kids at their school. So we have kids, literally kids feeding kids. And if you've listened, if you've been around me much, we talk a lot about the fact that leadership isn't about being in charge, but it's about caring for those in your charge. And my heart is so full because those kids get it. I told them the same thing that I want to tell you right now. And that's every morning when I drop off my daughter at her school. After I've said I love you, after I've said hope you have a great day, I always, always, always tell her, be legendary. That's the last words that come out of my mouth. After I've said I love you, after I've said have a great day, the last words are be legendary. In other words, get out there and serve. Serve the world around you. Serve your school. Serve your friends. If someone needs help, you help them. If someone falls down, you pick them up. If somebody's sitting by themselves on the playground or the cafeteria, you go and sit with them. You be their friend. See, very few people are the first ones to serve. Most people, they want to look around and wait until everybody else is doing it and then jump in. That's everybody else. That's ordinary. Anybody can be like everybody. But you can be extraordinary. You can be legendary. The simple fact that you're listening to this is proof that you don't want to be like everyone else. It's proof that you're after something more. So I hope that while you're enjoying the holidays, while you're fighting the crowds at the mall or shopping or driving in traffic, you'll be able to take a breath and be grateful for all that we have. Count your blessings, man. Look around and find a way to serve those around you. Find a way to be legendary. Have a Merry Christmas, and I will see you on the other side. I'll talk to you soon. Hey, thanks for being here for this, man. It really means a lot. I've got to bounce, but before I go, please, if this podcast brings you any value, please leave a review and then share it with someone you know needs to hear it. We've already got another episode on the way, so be sure and subscribe as well. And in the meantime, you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and you can see how you can help change lives over at backpackfriends.com. I'll see you soon. Thanks.